Now, Jade, talk to us about the latest. We see the program has maybe began. Perhaps if you can take us through what we're seeing on our screens now.
Showgrounds here in KwaZulu-Natal, where we are hosting the Women's Day celebrations, and you know, it's a hive of activity. We've been taking you through rolling coverage, myself and Busi Kumalo, showing you the exhibitions that are on display here, speaking to dignitaries as well as ministers. We spoke to Natyam Tetwa, Minister of Arts and Culture, earlier on, who was lauding Banyana for their victory, coming home and making the nation proud, and also talking about the strides that women have made since 1956, 6 decades after 20,000 women walked to the union buildings. We're just taking you through, walking around, showing you some of the dignitaries that have arrived. We are expecting President Cyril Ramaphosa to arrive shortly. We're going to see and try if we can't speak to the Minister in Presidency, Maite Nkoana-Mashabane. Let's see if we can't catch her. Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. Very important day. Watinta bafazi, watint umbokodo. That meaning you strike a rock, you strike a woman. Talk to us about the strides that we have made since 1956, where we saw 20,000 women march to the union buildings.
Women of South Africa no longer carry big books. They liberated both men and women, thanks to Masofi Brain and all the women who participated in that march, and us who participated in spirit before arrival. Thanks to the current president, we've got 50% of women in cabinet. We've got 50% of women in many other sectors. We are inviting women in the private sector to also join the party to make socio-economic development of South Africa, of the women, a reality. Those who work for government, please make a reality the 40% set aside procurement for women, so that we can indeed gear. At the moment, we are doing it half-heartedly because the women haven't stopped dying. The girl child is still fearing going to school without being molested along the way. Can this please stop, and stop now, so that we should not overshadow that which women have done. With resilience, with the kind of president we have at the moment, President Ramaphosa, we say with resilience, women, we will move forward, will march forward, and will defeat all these evil social ills that are remaining in our country.
Minister, you know what, since Police Minister Becky Cele's statistics that was released in June with regards to gender-based violence, with regards to all the murders that we are currently experiencing throughout the country, 6,000 people have been killed since the beginning of the year. 800 of those people are women. 300 are women and children under the age of 17 years of age. As the woman in presidency, are we doing enough to hit the ground running to combat the scourge of violence perpetuated against women and children? What programs is the department doing?
You and I have to hit the ground running. My next door neighbor and your next door neighbor has to not look the other way. We all have to put the hands on deck, because this gender-based violence and femicide is done by human beings on human beings. It's men with toxic masculinity that must stop. We need to educate our children better.
Minister, thank you so much, and I think a lot of people agree that it takes you and I to hit the ground running, women standing side by side.